the baddie, like all of a sudden 2 slices show up and you just demolish it. That's gangsta.
Me like a Pizza Hut.
He was in a wing contest 2 weeks ago. Did you see him? He's sitting at like 220 right now.
Me too.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, he don't fight at 220, so.
Neither do I. I'm a heavyweight.
Fuck that.
Oh, we're on.
Well, so is Munson.
It's a Mario.
We might be on.
Be awesome. Let's keep talking, Zach. Give the people what they want.
Boyer, what happens?
Jackets are ready to embrace the underdog role tonight as they face the unbeaten Nixa Eagles. With nothing to lose and everything to gain, the Jackets are looking to deliver the sting that ends Nix's perfect run. Can they do it? We'll find out in just a few hours here at Jacket Stadium. Welcome into another episode of the Jacket Nation Sports Pregame Show, brought to you by Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, D&K Roofing, Mercy Hospital Lebanon,
Come on in,
Missouri
Shane.
Cooperage, Jonesy's Travel Center, Results Advertising, Phones Outdoor Power, and Century 21, Laclede Realty. Coming at you guys live in front of the Jacket Swarm before Lebanon takes on Nixa at 7 o'clock tonight. My name is Alex Boyer, alongside me, Trey Overstreet, and Zach Miller.
Trey's coming in hot.
Look at this, man.
Coming in hot with the Pizza Hut.
Big shout out to Pizza Hut delivering these guys free pizza. College game day atmosphere out here, Zach, and I know you enjoyed that. But
yeah, tune in tomorrow night, 6:30.
What's that?
It's the game, the big game. We'll talk about that later.
But last week we got a big one to talk about. Lebanon with a 46-12 dominating victory over the Willard Tigers on the road. Jax Glendenning 315 yards rushing, 4 touchdowns, and Will Christian and the Jackets get into the win column for the first time as members of the COC. Your initial thoughts on last week's game?
Yeah, congrats to the staff and kids on a win and getting that monkey off their back. And, congrats to the offensive line and Jax Glendenning on coming up just 40 yards short of an all-time school single-game record and getting Jax within, 100 and some yards?
I think he's 107 yards away from breaking the all-time rushing record.
I'd like to see that go down tonight. So
very well.
Yeah, just all in all, a good win. It takes a full team. And, outside of the big scare with Brody Shoemaker, we got other healthy. And I saw him this afternoon, and he's improving and making good progress. So,
Zach, your thoughts from last week's game?
Just a lot of things finally coming together. We got the game without the turnovers, without the penalties.
We won, cheese.
Like I said, just a lot of things that finally came together for the kids. And, if you can get performances like that every week, you're going to give yourself a chance to win ball games.
Yeah, and I know that we had talked about this Lebanon defense rising to the occasion multiple times last week, able to force a turnover on special teams.
Yeah.
So it was good to see that ball bounce Lebanon's way for the first time in this season.
Heck, we had a lineman score a touchdown off of.
When the
it's
ball's
going your
rolling,
way, it's going your way.
It's nice for sure.
It just took till week 4 to happen for us.
Holy cow, that pizza's hot, boys.
That's probably going to turn into another meme, but I know you wanted to take some time to talk about the sub-varsity programs, especially that sophomore group. Both the JV and freshmen traveled to Willard on Monday night and picked up 2 wins, and I know you were pretty excited for that sophomore class.
Yeah, so the sophomore class this year, going into the season, the numbers were down a little bit to start, and then with some injuries we've had over the last few weeks, some kids had to be called up for depth and other reasons. So then you get a shuffling of kids on Monday nights, primarily your sophomores, and there's a few juniors mixed in there too. But so you got kids playing in positions that they don't normally play in. Some of them find out a few days before. Some of them find out the day of. That's just a tough position to put the kids in, but, none of them complain. They have a future mentality, a future mindset, and they know that these reps they're getting this year are really valuable to being on the depth chart next year. And what it actually does is make them more marketable to the coaching staff because now they're moving around playing different positions, which is really important because at the end of the day, your goal when you get there as a junior is to work hard and find a place out on the field on Fridays. And if, you've played multiple spots on offense and defense, that helps out. But, I went down to Neosho a couple weeks ago and look out there and see guys – and I'm going to miss some names here, so I hate it, but I want to route like the Brody Barkers, the Eichard Misers, the Jackson Snyders, the Austin Yakels, Chase Carpenters, Huck Headleys, the Carneys, the Bardigs, the Montoyas. Those guys are going offense, defense, special teams. They're dead. Most of them are playing different positions against teams that just have more kids at the time and, they don't have to play both ways. And those kids are just fighting to the very end for everything and, making a long road trip on top of that. And then turn around Tuesday morning and they're beaten, banged up, and don't have a lot of sleep under them. And they got to go out and play scout team on offense and defense and try to give, our Friday night guys a look to get them ready for games like this. So a lot of good to be said for that sophomore class. Like I said, when you put Beckett, you sprinkle him back in there with them, and now you got a guy that can run the offense and deal it. Now all those guys can be where they, are normally at offensively for sure and have some success. And then defensively, they fly around, they fly to the football. A lot of those guys are going to be playing for us next year on Friday nights. And, it's a great group of kids. They're a tight-knit group. They work hard. They have a good time. So I would encourage everybody, you see them, tell them about the good job they're doing, the good work they're doing, and that we look forward to next year seeing them on Fridays.
No doubt. So, huge shout out to Garrett Wade, Dalton Pierce, Drew McBride, those guys that spend their Mondays, Chase Moody, coaching the fresh
Dalton Shaddy.
Dalton Shaddy. I know. Okay,
the GOAT.
I'm gonna take some heat for that one, but that's okay. I'm sorry, Shaddy. Trey, as we move past the first one of 2024, though, Lebanon faces a big task here tonight at Jacket Stadium. The Nixa Eagles need no introduction. John Perry obviously has turned this into one of the premier programs in all of the state of Missouri. I don't need you guys to break down both sides of the ball. I just want to get your thoughts on what you expect to see tonight.
A talented football team coming in here, no doubt. I think staff and students, student athletes know, what is, what's coming in here. A very, very talented Nixa Eagles team, a Class 6 state ranked
Number three,
a team that I expect to be in it at the end of the year, have a chance, if things fall their way and they improve a little bit defensively, that they got a really good shot at winning the big Class state title, which, outside of private schools in St. Louis and a couple of the Kansas City public schools, that is
another public school champ.
Yeah, this would be a
good candidate.
After tonight, I'll absolutely root for him the rest of the way out.
Yeah.
And, a dude that's a dude and a bunch of dudes, a team that has got no expectations, dangerous at times. So, I would expect Brian Summer and the offense to try to take their time, to try to, get first downs, keep moving the clock, keep moving the chains, and then the defense is, I would guess Coach Allen's going to try to create some pressure from some unique positions tonight and maybe try to throw something at a sophomore quarterback who, Adam McKnight's obviously a great player. I think the best player in the conference outside of Jax Glendinning here. Try to throw something at a sophomore that he hadn't seen and just give him a look maybe that he hasn't seen in these first 4 games. So
it kind of seems like Nix has tried to make those deep playoff runs in Class 6 in years past, and it's just been too hard for them without a legitimate dual threat quarterback. And Adam McKnight, he presents the challenges on the ground, and we just saw him warming up out here just a few minutes ago. A pretty talented arm himself, a 3-sport kid that it's one of the best talents in the state of Missouri. So that defense will have their hands full tonight. Zach, what do you expect to see?
Well, like Trey said, just talent everywhere. It's littered over. That whole sideline's full of it. It's crazy. But our kids are going to fight hard. Obviously, I don't know if the weather's going to persist, hold off, whatever. But
because we're out here in a driving rainstorm. If you couldn't tell.
Yeah, it's a rainstorm right now. It's
Bosses,
gale force winds.
The boss doesn't
hurricane, whatever.
It's crazy out here. We got about 3-mile-an-hour winds, and it's raining at a current. I think if it continued to rain at this rate, we would have an inch sometime by middle of November.
I don't know. So here's the thing, from our offensive perspective, just kind of what I've seen on film, and this and that. Nothing they do is extremely tricky. They don't bring a lot of exotic pressures or anything like that. They line up. They line up correctly. They get their calls. They perform well, and they're like, here it is. Come beat it. Beat what we're going to throw at you. Having said that, who knows what they'll do tonight? But just on film, that's what I've seen. So they're going to line up the right way and play the right way and use their talented kids to make plays.
Yeah. Appreciate the insight as always, fellas. And again, this is the Jacket Nation Sports Pregame Show brought to you by Heritage Bank of the Ozarks, D&K Roofing, Mercy Hospital Lebanon, Missouri Cooperage, Jonesy's Travel Center, Results Advertising, Phone Outdoor Power, and Century 21 Laclede Realty. Week 5 pick'em about to get underway. It's crazy to think that we've already had 4 weeks of the high school football season in the state of Missouri.
Goes fast.
Yeah, it really does.
It does, and so as the
school year, man, I feel like you got Monday night JV freshman games. You got Thursday night.
There's something to do every week, every night of the week.
Yeah, it flies through here. And I before we get started, we should probably shout out the student section that showed up early in the rain for us.
This elderly crowd.
Yeah, look at some of these outfits. You got Morgan Durbin here that looks like she's 98, and you got a 2-year-old Stella Helton right next to her. So
that's impressive right there.
The star of the show always Stella Helm.
It's weird for me because legit, there's like
reserve
people in my
sister sits
family
there.
that look like them. So
Yeah,
it's-
they did it. They did a good job.
They did a good
and
job.
They've done a fantastic job
Yeah.
every week of showing
Yeah.
out here and supporting.
Yeah.
Even on road trips to Joplin, you had 30, 40 kids there, and can't say enough good things about the job that they do with the Jacket Swarm. But as we go into the Week 5 pick'em here, standings after Week 4, you two went 5-1 last week. I went 4-2. All right, man. Yeah, I tried to sneak past with the.
I can't wait to see what you're going to try to sneak in there this week. What's going on here?
Yeah, well, they're gonna get us copyrighted,
dance
but
project. It's all right. Hey, it's not, we don't like making money.
Marshfield beat Hillcrest. I had the Hornets. But standings after Week 4, Zach Miller in first place with a 23-3 record. Trey Overstreet right on his tail though, 21-5.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see if they can
It's not how you start, it's how you finish,
separate a little
boys.
bit. That's right. And then
You would say that, but I'm in dead last.
18-8. Not a bad record. I think a lot of programs would take that, but we'll see. We already are 1-0 though. Glendale at Kickapoo last night in the Springfield Showdown. All three of us picked Kickapoo in that one and got
That's
that
true,
one
I
correct.
did.
So
I did pick that one.
a lot
for sure.
closer than.
I actually knew that one was going on.
Okay. As we move in tonight, though, game 1, I'll let you start us off. Miller, you're in first. Neosho at Webb City. The Cardinals riding a 2-game losing streak. And I don't know their injury report for tonight, so I don't know what you're going to get from the Webb City Cardinals. But Neosho rolling into town 4-0.
So listen, I think it's suffice to say I'm very certain that when Nixa put up what they put up against Webb City, they not only beat them on the scoreboard but physically beat them because they've rolled out a JV squad based for them the last 2 straight weeks, which is why everybody at this table has got the pick 'em wrong on them.
It's fair.
Now it's confirmed. We know that. But on the flip side, they could be back this week. We don't know. Like I should have done some intel on this. Like I could
Well,
have.
to
I
be
just
fair, I
didn't
mean,
think about it.
nobody's telling you the truth anyway this time of
Yeah,
year. Everybody's
yeah.
trying to keep everything close to their vest,
You know,
especially a Webb City program.
It's a real
that-
shame these guys couldn't have played Webb week 1 and then us playing week 2.
Sure, I get that completely. So
Having said that, where's the game at?
at Webb City, I'm going to get a celebrity picker on here, actually. I'm going to pull someone.
Absolutely.
Go for it. I need time to think anyway.
I'm gonna go. I'm going Neosho. I
Here,
think
Cromer.
the Wildcats are.
Yeah.
Wildcats are on a roll, and I think 5-0 for the first time. And
Yeah, like
God
listen,
only knows
like we
when.
said it last week, like we feel like we should have won the game, absolutely, but we didn't lose to a bad team. They're 5-0, state ranked, and they've got a running back who is visiting Missouri State and other countless.
and a quarterback that's as good of a high school quarterback as you're gonna see.
Yeah, so-
I mean, an absolute unit.
I mean,
back
they got
there,
dudes
so
that can move the football.
They're fun to watch too.
Hey, are you getting this? I'm going with the Wildcats. Trey convinced me.
Same
All right.
thing.
Same thing. Neosho at Webb City. Stay right here.
Chance.
I got Neosho.
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 3 Neosho, and we're going to make it a perfect 4 because I have the Wildcats
This was your
on
chance.
the road.
This was your chance. I'm
Well,
glad. I'm actually glad you didn't. So.
But, Cardinal Nation might be a little nervous right now, but hopefully they can get healthy around the right time.
How many times has that happened? 4 people pick against Webb City at home against the Neosho team.
Hey,
so
you're not
shout
going
out to
anywhere.
Neosho.
You got a
I'd
lot
say
more games.
1989 would be my guess last time that happened. but-
And obviously, people that watch the show week 1, we have the utmost respect for that program, Webb City, and it's in great hands. It's just they're banged up. It's a tough
It's
conference.
this conference. Like,
The-
so are we.
The new COC teams,
Yeah.
it wasn't just those OC teams coming into the COC. The COC had to add programs like Lebanon that regardless of you come out on top, you're going to come out banged up playing a physical opponent like us.
I've got buddies that have been coordinators and members of other staffs and head coaches
They
in
were
this
hoping we went
conference
to the Central Mountain Ozark Conference.
for years. But long story short, they're like, you're never going to make it through this.
Not everybody's fortunate enough to play in the CMAC where Spencer Mellencamp's Campton Lakers are playing every week. Not everybody gets.
What are they, 0-1 in that conference, though? I mean, Jesus.
Yeah, so it's
What's going on here?
this.
Yeah.
The music in the background, I have no clue. But
The
game
team's
2,
on the field. They got to get amped up.
Game 2, Republic at Joplin. Chance, you start us off. Who you got?
Both really solid teams. Joplin was a tough matchup.
Yeah, get him, Chance.
Both pretty solid teams. I mean, Joplin was a tough matchup for us earlier in the season, but I don't know. I'm going to have to go Joplin with that one. It's a tough pick, but
Where's the game? At Joplin?
At Joplin.
Jung Field.
This one's really tough. It's a good week.
Yeah, it is.
Good week of football all around.
I've been really.
I'm going Republic.
I've
Guys,
been impressed by
do what you wanna
Republic
do, but I'm
with,
going
with the
Republic.
the talent that they graduated, for them to come back and have the year that they're having under Ryan Cornelson.
I told you guys week 1 they're only going to get better, and that's exactly what they're doing, just like we are.
I don't know. Who'd Republic beat last week?
Off the top of my head?
Kickapoo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Beat the brakes off of them.
Okay.
I got Republic.
Man, it's getting harder and harder. I'm going to go Joplin. I think
2-2.
yeah, Coach Jasper.
He's going
for the dub.
Joplin. Trey is.
Let's go.
Game 3, Ozark at Waynesville. Do you need the headset for this one?
No, I got Ozark all the way.
Chance is going to
Wow,
Ozark.
jeez. Way to step out on a limb, Chance.
Shocker. I'm going to go Ozark as well. Nothing to say here.
Ozark here. Game 4.
Hey,
Sorry.
Good buddy.
this is how it works. Okay, Miller didn't pick.
Yeah.
Homecoming night for the
Yeah.
Tigers. I know that because my wife is going to have the best cheerleading halftime performance in the land.
Nice.
But that will be the best performance of the night for them, and I am going with the Ozark Tigers.
I think Lebanon's cheerleading coach is already upset with us at this show.
No,
so
she's
let's-
upset at me.
The last thing we need to do is do any more of that. So.
Carthage at Willard, Game 4. I think everybody's got Carthage.
Yeah, Carthage in a
Chance,
close
Carthage.
one.
Carthage in a close one.
That's
Trace.
a joke.
Okay.
Carthage
Good
in a
God, sir.
in a win.
So now we move outside since Kickapoo Glendale played last night.
Matt Perkins, huh?
Yeah, we're going to go to a CMAC game, Rockbridge at Helias. Two really talented teams, and I know that the standards have been changed with the Bruins since Matt Perkins arrived. But I think Helias wins this one with ease. Just too much talent on both sides of the ball. And the Bruins haven't really played anybody too tough yet, so it'll be interesting to see how
Shocker.
they fare against Helias.
Shocker, the CMAC's not crazy. No, I think Rockbridge, if you talk about teams that are going to walk out and look like Nixa does, Rockbridge year in, year out looks amazing. I do think Coach Perkins has them in a better chance to, I think Tyreek Hill's dancing in the end zone down here, by the way. Good Lord, that kid looks athletic. He's taller than me and faster than me and stronger than me.
More skilled too.
I got pretty good hands, Coach, but I'm gonna go Helias
Helias.
in a
Helias,
closer one
Helias.
actually that time.
Helias.
Okay, all right.
Chalk.
Well, yeah, probably shouldn't. All right, go ahead.
What? Okay, that's fine.
Nope.
Game 6, Mount Vernon at Lamar. Lamar with the loss on the road last week against Cassville. Gavin Johnson has been the real deal for the Mountaineers this fall, but I'm curious to see if there might be a little split on this one, because I know Wyatt Wheeler, the Springfield News Leader, picked Mount Vernon. So,
Well, I've always thought Wyatt knows what he's talking about, so I'm going to go with Lamar.
Chance, Mount Vernon at Lamar.
Don't really know a whole lot about either team, but I'm going to go with
Same chance.
Chance is going Mount Vernon. He's got an idea. So, but I'm going to go with the Lamar Tigers.
Mountaineers.
I don't even
Perfect. We're
remember
going to gain
who
so
did I
much.
pick?
You picked Lamar.
Oh, that's
And
good.
we are about to gain so much ground on Zach. It's not even funny.
Perfect, he said. Awesome. This
Game
is the one
7.
I've been excited about.
Game 7, we're heading up to St. Louis, Vianney at DeSmet. Zach, I know you've done a lot of research on this game, so we're just going to give you the floor here. Vianney at DeSmet.
Battle of the Jesuits.
No, I'm reserving the right to wait and see what you guys do, because you guys actually have.
No, I haven't looked at this at all, but I am going to take,
I'm leaning Vianney. I will put it that way.
I was leaning Vianney, but the only thing I know about DeSmet is what's written down on this sheet, and apparently they have a K-State commit, so that's where I'm going to go.
Position
DeSmet.
where?
Quarterback.
Quarterback?
DeSmet, yeah.
Good Lord. Oh, God. DeSmet. A good one. That one's scary. Hello. DeSmet by a few. I don't know.
All right. Chance, Vianney at DeSmet.
This is
gave us a
your.
lot of trouble our sophomore year in baseball, so just for that, I'm going to go to Smith.
How about a future Wash U
Yeah.
baseball
I
player
forgot.
here,
We
Chance Cromer?
should have introduced our guest picker, Chance Cromer.
He'll be headed up to in that area there
Yeah.
next
Yeah,
year.
a Wash U baseball
More
commit.
importantly, Dr. Cromer.
Yeah, most likely.
That's
most
the
likely will be
important
my
one. That's
boss
the
in
important
some way.
title, Dr. Cromer.
All right. I'm going to say DeSmet wins by however much DeSmet wants to win by. That's how good they
Oh,
are.
I will also take them then. I did not know about.
Well, I heard you say that you were leaning Vianney, so I think we have to stick with the initial pick, unfortunately.
This is how okay.
Now we're going to switch levels. First time we've done this on the Jacket Nation Sports pregame show. A big SEC matchup. Georgia taking their talents to Nick Saban Field Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
I just love hearing it said. Like it's been that way for years.
Zach
It's
Miller,
official.
for those of you who don't know, is a humongous Alabama fan.
Yeah.
And I'm interested to see who he picks here because rumor has it that he might take an emotional hedge here. So
Yeah.
we'll see. We'll start with you though.
Sure, yeah. I'm really excited for the game. If I was a betting man, which I'm not, because that's not legal in Missouri yet.
November 6th though.
But
we'll see.
if I was a betting man, I would put my money on the Crimson Tide and the points because I just don't think it's fair for anybody to go into Tuscaloosa and be a favorite. When it comes down to the just straight up game, it gets a little tighter for me. But in the end, I do think Kalen DeBoer's the perfect fit for replacing Nick Saban, and I'm gonna go with the Crimson Tide. And I don't know that it's gonna be close. I'm gonna say Crimson Tide by 2 scores.
Georgia at Alabama.
Yeah, I'm going to say that Jalen Milroe, Ryan Williams connection's just been too good so far this year. I'm going to have to say Roll Tide in Tuscaloosa.
Roll Tide
Chance
in
is throwing out
Tuscaloosa.
names too. That's when you know he's legit.
Yeah.
This
Here's
isn't just for the heck of it.
Oh, I trust this guy with a lot of football knowledge. This
Dr.
guy,
Cromer.
a ball knower right here.
This guy was a baller back in the day.
That's right.
Quarterback.
Zach, do you want to be the last one to pick, or do you want to hear who I have?
I will be the last one to pick because
All
we're
right.
going out with a bang.
All right. Kirby Smart not going to get the win on Saturday in Tuscaloosa. I just have a weird feeling. I also might have to take Alabama on the money line. Alabama's too talented. Obviously, Georgia had the scare at Kentucky a few weeks ago. I'm not sure if that was a legitimate cause for concern or not with this Bulldogs team, but Alabama's looked great besides against that USF game, and then managed to still put up 21 points in the fourth quarter to make it look like an easy coasting win. But I have Alabama.
I'm like Trey, and I'm also not a gambler like Trey, but I don't understand the given two. And then
Feels wrong.
everybody's picking Bama at the same time, probably for the same reasons. But
Yeah.
anytime you're throwing Georgia's offense, like not throwing them under the bus, but questioning it, then like as a fan, I'm sitting there thinking, well, somebody's putting up 400 yards like tomorrow
Yeah.
night now. So
No,
that's
I
not
could-
great, but.
I
And
can
then,
see Carson Beck and his bad tattoos.
I mean, they've got him like they've
Those
got him
are
as
bad.
they've got him as the first quarterback in the draft. Like the dude can spin it, like
Yeah.
clearly.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know what their health is. They lost Tate Ratledge, probably the best guard next to Tyler Booker in the nation, who's the left guard for Alabama. So some great linemen, great everything. People want to know why when Georgia and Bama match up, how's because Bama seems to have their number. I was like, you just got talent. It's like talent on both sides. Like one of the only teams in the country that can match up to Georgia's talent, I mean, is Alabama, and vice versa. Like
Yeah.
they recruit the same kids, the same areas, So having said that, I think Milroe, if he stays healthy, I don't know if he can at the rate they're using him in the run game, but if he stays healthy and it goes chalk, he'll put up NCAA record numbers for total touchdowns this year, up there with the likes of your Tebows and your Scam Newton. He's going to put up those kind of numbers if he can stay healthy. And you've got a 17-year-old Ryan Williams, like Chance pointed out, he's electric. If he gets loose and you see a lot of man coverage, it'll be over the top. Like I said, and when you wear shoes like this,
Okay.
Is that your shoes to go with the old lady theme there?
that's
Coach?
right. Me and my gals back here, the old
Holy
ladies.
moly. This is the only thing dorkier than my Reeboks in the stands tonight.
Then you know who I'm picking, Alabama. Kalen DeBoer said it today. He said, line them up, let's pick teams, and I will find a way to move the ball. We'll see if that's true tomorrow night. Hopefully so.
We'll see. A big matchup awaiting at Nick Saban Field, Bryant-Denny Stadium in Tuscaloosa, Alabama. But that's going to wrap it up for our Week 5 pregame show. Thanks again to Pizza Hut in Lebanon for helping us out.
Yes.
Give pizza out to these guys. An amazing
And us.
jackets. Yeah, true.
Thank you.
We're about to
Thank
devour
you.
this off camera,
Thank you.
but so no more memes. But huge shout out to the Jackets Warm for showing up tonight. A huge shout out to Chance Cromer, WashU baseball commit, for being our guest picker. That was a random pool that we just did. And Chance, if they weren't warming up out there, I'd take you out on the field for you to have a chance to kick a field goal for a.
I think we're missing the most important game of Saturday tomorrow between Hogs and A&M.
All right.
All I gotta say is
All right.
Good to see you, Chance.
All right,
We'll see you
Jack,
next
get
week,
him out
bud.
of here.
Good to
That
see you.
was-
Thanks for
never
showing up.
mind. I would take back
Yeah, you're
everything
not
I said
kicking
about
nothing.
about Chance.
I don't know
but-
how you got into WashU with that kind of knowledge there. Geez.
But no, a big shout out to all these guys being
Nice
committed,
punt.
hanging out with us every week. The student body at Lebanon High School has been nothing but great for us here at Jacket Nation Sports, and can't thank them enough. Levi Collins will be our cameraman tonight. Kevin Stubblefield will have the call from Jacket Stadium with coverage beginning at 6:45 on our Jacket Nation Sports YouTube page. And until next week, we're on the road at Ozark, so we'll record Wednesday, and a pregame show will be out Friday.